Welcome to a very impromptu Twitch f***ed up gamer hole episode. This is a hot off the presses a read all about it. We should have wore a little newsboy caps for this one.
It's a big enough deal that we all got together when we don't normally get together. And that's pretty hard to do because we don't even get together when we mean to get together.
Yeah.
That never
happened
happens.
quick. We got stuff to talk about big time. This is some juicy news.
Let's
My
talk about
God.
Aqua's fucking revenue.
What about it?
Is this a good
Let's
time
talk about
for
everyone's fucking revenue. My God, like,
Yeah.
You think this is a good time for
Dude.
me to message Pastilli and ask for $10? You think he'd go for that?
Yeah.
You think I could hit him
I
up and be like,
briefly like saw this list, just like, pictures of it from like Twitter or whatever, just like, screenshots
Yeah.
of it. I did see Pastilli on there. Good
Yeah,
for him.
good for
he
him.
made the top list.
it's interesting
It's,
because
it's pretty good.
in the
What time
4chan
did you guys wake up?
post 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, maybe.
I've been up
Zisham's
since-
coming in late to the train, dude.
Yeah.
I've been up since 9.
Yeah, I woke up at like 7:30 my time, so 8:30 there. That was about the same as Aqua. And I already
Yeah.
had like messages in my DM being like,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, good morning, world.
Yep.
Yeah. I found out about it from Malkovith, like a longtime viewer of mine. You guys probably know him too. On Twitter, like responded to like my Battlefield 2042 video tweet, like, "Hey, be careful about this Twitch. Do you hear about the Twitch leak?" And I was like, "What?" And I just like Googled Twitch leak,
Yeah,
and then
it's
I
right
was like,
there.
"Oh crap!" And then I went to Twitch and watched all these streamers talking about it. Oh, we haven't even mentioned anyone who doesn't know watching this. There was a massive security breach on Twitch. Every single streamer, as of now, their income is just out. Like since 2019, everything that every streamer has made, including all of us here, it's there. Yeah, streamers. People on Twitch make a lot of money, and people are freaking out about it. And that's pretty much you're up to speed. That's what's
people
going on.
people at the top of Twitch make a lot of money. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
Anyone-
I meant them, and myself included. Yes, I make quite a bit on Twitch myself. But yeah, people are freaking out about it. Yeah, it's.
You guys are making money on
interesting.
Twitch? They just they pay.
Wait a second.
Twitch
Zisham's-
pays me in $45 Amazon gift cards every month. What are you talking about? You guys are getting paid
I'm paid in ebooks from Amazon.
in Audible credits. Yeah, I think there's a lot of like farther reaching implications for like I think a lot of people saw the news and they were like, who gives a fuck? Oh no, the top streamers had their incomes leaked. Who cares? But it was income
It's different seeing-
leaks, source code leak, which is what I really want to talk about. Obviously the passwords and data leak, but most of that's encrypted, but that doesn't mean that it's going to stay encrypted. But
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, it'll take more time before we understand kind of the farther reaching implications of that one. Sorry, what, Aqua?
I don't remember. I was just gonna like
Yeah.
bounce
no,
off something
I
you said.
I
Don't
think
worry
the
about
big
it.
thing is that people are going to look at the big boy numbers and kind of maybe the culture shifts a little bit because based on the big boy numbers. But I think that people don't realize how much it costs for some stuff. Obviously the big boys are fucking set. Let me tell you. But if you're looking at Decky's income and starting to being like, I'm not gonna help this guy
I'm
out.
pleased about this
Yeah.
because I think people are gonna feel bad and donate more.
True.
People are
Well,
gonna
they'll
look
be
at
able to
so-
look exactly how much you've made, Decky.
Right.
So
They're gonna look
What-
at
what-
Decky's
Since
income and be like,
2019.
man, I should probably up it to a tier 2.
Yeah. Well, I just hope people don't look at like the top 100 list and then start going, "Oh, Decky's a streamer. He must make, $2 million a year."
Nah, I
I've
don't.
seen a lot of doomsday talk and shit about it on like Twitter and stuff, and maybe there'll be someone like, "Hey, I'm gonna stop
Yeah.
subscribing to Critical Role or XQC or something because they don't need the money." But overall, I think the Twitch culture is gonna stay the same. I know we talked about this a little bit in chat, and I don't quite feel the same.
I think
And that it'll take time to tell.
right.
If there is a major shift of people are all like, "Oh, fuck this, we don't need to support these guys as much."
Well,
Yeah.
But I mean, like, subs are such an integrated thing with emotes and everything else. It's something people want, not necessarily caring as much
I
about
think-
giving money to the streamer.
Yeah,
in a lot
I-
of cases for those big boys.
Well, I think it's more like most people who sub or donate on Twitch are doing so because they like the streamer. I don't even think it's about like, oh, they need the money. It's like
yeah,
they're just like, hey, I like what you do. Good job.
Yeah, if you need the
And
money,
it
you
kind
should
of ends there.
You should donate to PayPal, not through subs, because you don't want to lose the. The most common split is 50-50. So whatever
Dude,
you guys
I
are
didn't even-
paying,
I didn't
Yeah.
even
Bezos is
think-
getting that.
I didn't even think. Not only is what you see on that revenue what those streamers are
Yeah.
making,
Twitch
but
is making
Twitch
nearer
is making
to that,
too.
or slight,
Yeah.
close to that amount, or
Holy
the
shit.
same amount,
Yeah.
depending on the split the streamer has
this
with
is
Twitch.
this is the sad part is those big boys are getting a better cut, and they're screwing medium to small boys by giving them a 50-50. That way they can afford to give big boys more money, which I get, but at the same time just sucks. It feels bad if
Yeah.
you're a small streamer getting a
That's-
50-50 if they get a good cut and they're making like multiple millions.
It's like tax the rich less. That's how it works on
Exactly.
Twitch. It's kind of weird, honestly, but feel like they should get more of a cut.
Well,
then you
that's how-
respect
that's how
living.
business-
Give more of a
though.
cut to Twitch.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like taxes.
Exactly. as Zichum said, that's why they get a better cut, because they don't want them to leave because they make so much money for Twitch.
Yeah.
But
I
I
wanna-
get that, but it just feels bad when you're sitting there on a 50-50 contract and you see those numbers today.
And you
You're
see
like,
somebody
"Oh,"
making $5 million, and you're like,
with like a
"Oh,
90-10
God,
or
that must-
something. Yeah.
oh God, I can't believe it. It's so hard for you. I want to talk about what this means for like people watching and viewers, and because I think a lot of people went on Twitch looking for like, oh fuck, what does this mean for me? Or they went on Twitter like, what does this mean for me? Like, what do I need to do? And they're just getting like no information at all.
Change your passwords. 2-factor authenticator is the first thing always. Yeah.
First of
Change
all,
your passwords in a lot more places than just Twitch.
don't
Yeah.
I mean,
use-
for one, there's a lot of things integrated into Twitch. Like, you have all sorts of different shit integrated into the website, which I'm guessing it could spread there. And then a lot of people are dumb and use the same password all in the same area,
Yeah.
like for multiple sites.
Yeah,
So,
well-
like, if they have your email, they have your password for Twitch. They probably have it for like 5 different other places if you're those people.
Yeah.
If you have a Twitch account, any password you have that's the same or similar to your Twitch password, change that shit.
Yeah.
That's what I spent my morning doing.
but don't change it. But don't change it all to the same password.
No.
Every password has to
I have
be
like 5 or
different.
6 different passwords and
Yeah.
variants of each one.
You're
It's
like,
very
"Oh,
I have to recover my password
complex.
anytime I go on any site.
You're like, oh
I
fuck it.
never know it.
Now I gotta go change all my
I
passwords.
don't know my passwords. Yeah.
And you change
Even if
all
someone
of them
hacked
to like
if
the
someone
same
hacked
thing.
my brain, they'd get maybe 2 passwords. I don't remember them. But yeah.
Gun to Aqua's head. Give us your passwords.
I can't. God damn, there's some that get me every time. I swear, I don't know them for shit.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That being said,
Twitch really dropped the ball on this one. That is bad stuff. And this is just the beginning, so they say. How much more? Like Zichum,
He's a
I
guy.
won't speak for you, but like Zichum, why don't you tell everyone about like your credentials here, and then give everyone like an idea about like what we're dealing with.
I worked in IT security for 7 years. I was system security engineer for 6 of those years. I did a certified ethical hacker. I've got my SSCP, my CISSP, a bunch of my
Bless you.
A plus certs. And we contracted out with a lot of Fortune 500s to do security reviews and pen testing. And I think, I don't know if you guys remember, and I know I talked about it with you guys, but when the source code for Team Fortress 2 got leaked and attackers were able to use the source code for when the source, because Twitch's source code got leaked. When your source code gets leaked, it's kind of like giving attackers a handbook saying like, here's all of our vulnerabilities, here's all of our weakest points, here's all the ways you can get in and fuck with stuff. Because normally you don't have access to that back end. When you try to attack something, you can only guess at vulnerabilities and try to attack based on best attacking practices and assumed vulnerabilities. But when you have access to the source code like this, you immediately know like this is what's going to work, this is what isn't going to work. Not only did the source code get leaked, but their like security suite tools got leaked, so you know exactly how Twitch's backend protects against certain attacks, so you know how to circumnavigate that. When TF2 got leaked, attackers were able to like execute programs when you would just join a server. And I think a big fear of having a source code leak like this is the ability for attackers to like just fuck with you when you go on Twitch. Like imagine going on Twitch and then just like some fucking plugin auto installs itself on your computer and starts logging all of your everything you type. Like I'm worried about the long-term repercussions of Twitch having their source code leaked is what scares me. That's what I'm worried about.
Yep.
Because we don't know what's going to happen a month from now when somebody develops a tool because they had access to this backend at Twitch. It's going to take a fuckload of work for Twitch to fix this. Like an
They have
unimaginable.
to just basically rebuild everything, right? Like
in a sense,
kind of.
Yeah. In a sense, they have to rework a lot of how they work. I know that's
So why do you think this happened? Did they have just like weak security or coding, or
It's an inside job.
Decky
did
says
Bezos
that, but
do it?
it might maybe be a disgruntled employee is.
I'm telling you, dude. Yeah, that's where I'm headed.
It's all too
I'm
common.
all in on the conspiracy side. It's somebody in there and they're like, "Fuck this company." That's what I wanna
It's
believe.
way
I kinda
too
doubt
common,
that.
man. You doubt it,
yeah.
but it's pretty common that shit like that happens.
Leaks happen a lot because of someone either looking the other way or helping.
Or someone gets fired and they're pissed off.
and they just right, and they're just like, "Hey, you're a hacker. I know how to get past this place to get into it."
And
I
they
don't
can
know. It's
make
either
a-
that or someone just hates a certain streamer or Twitch so much that it's like a V for Vendetta situation.
Can you imagine that they're just pissed at one streamer, so they're taking down
Yeah.
all of Twitch?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like
Nuke it.
that could be like, like streamers are, some of them are very flashy, like buying
Dude,
all these Lamborghinis and
XQC
whatever.
didn't thank me for my tier 1 sub for 20 months, and I'm gonna fucking get that man.
down.
Yeah. Someone's got their little V mask on. They're just...
Well, I mean, clearly it does seem like the hacker's not a big fan of Twitch, because in his 4chan post or wherever he posted, he has the comment of their community is disgusting, toxic cesspool.
See, that's what makes me
Which
think
is
that's
like-
what it
But that
was.
doesn't mean that
Like
he's
someone got mad
accurate.
at XQC or something.
But that doesn't mean he's the hacker. He's just the guy putting it on
True.
4chan for everybody to start uploading as a torrent and
yeah,
seeding
but
and
how did
leeching.
he get it from the
Exactly.
hacker?
How long has it been? How long has the hacker had access to this too? They might have been sitting on this for 2 or 3 months, just making as much money as they can. And now they've sold off a bunch of passwords, or they've sold off a bunch of access to Twitch backend APIs and shit, and they've made all the money they can make. And then they go,
Yep.
how can I make a little bit more? And they give us $500,000. I'll sell it to some
so they
Russians,
could've-
and then it starts getting
Yeah, so-
leaked and propagated.
So they could have been exploiting this for months, and
yeah.
like who knows what
So-
damage they did during
Right.
that time
And you think
when
Twitch
it was
is gonna,
before it was public.
You think Twitch is
No,
going to
this
come
is-
out and
this is
tell
the
us
problem.
that too? You think they're
Exactly.
going to be like,
No.
oh, it turns out they were fucking around. They've got everybody's house address for the last 4 months. Oops. Our bet. They're not going to tell you that. It's
This is
terrible
what the
press.
problem is. Right. The main problem that I have with this whole thing, which I think that the hack and everything is really obviously terrible, but the problem is how Twitch handles everything. They're so like I've read, and I don't know if this is true, but Twitch has known about this for quite a while. At least, people said that at least by Monday they were already talking about it internally, blah, 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 blah. People have done that. So it's like, wait, they didn't immediately tell like the creators and the people to switch their password and maybe check stuff?
Oh, you know what?
Like, what? Why the fuck?
Wait a minute. I did get a prompt on Twitch to change my password on like Monday or Tuesday or something. And I was like, huh, that's weird. In all of my time, yeah, in all of my time on Twitch, I have never been prompted to change my password like that. And I was like, that's weird. So I was just like, I'll do it later because I was
And
like
you
doing
ignored
something.
it. and you were
And I
like,
ignored it.
You're
But, like,
yeah,
this-
fuck it.
And that's why.
This is the problem,
I'm
though,
sure.
too.
That was their first like line of defense. They sent out this thing like, "Hey guys,
But why?
you might want to change your password.
Twitch
We're not
doesn't-
going to say why."
Twitch doesn't like Twitch. First off, tries to be woke as fuck, and they put out a tweet when Facebook went down, like
Yeah.
and now they fucking have a whole breach of source code, and they're and
forgot about
all
that.
all they put out is like, we're so sorry. It seems there must be a breach, like this bureaucratic like corporate bullshit. After trying to
yeah,
be woke,
what did they say?
after trying to
They-
be woke
Yeah,
to
Face-
pick on Facebook.
Facebook
What did they say
down.
about Facebook?
Obligatory meme here. Like button below. It was their tweet.
Like, stop trying to be woke if you're gonna go ahead and be like, you have to
I'm
choose.
sure-
You can't be corporate and then be woke and then like
Yeah.
expect it to be okay. Like, you're gonna
And
get
then
picked
literally,
on.
like, the next day, they suffer a massive, like, insane breach.
God, I'd rather it shut down for a couple hours. Fuck.
Do you know what's funny?
This is way worse, Twitch.
It's when Facebook shut down, this was already breached,
oh God.
and I think Twitch
then-
already
Yeah.
knew
No,
it was
no, no, no.
breached.
Well, I'm sure whoever handles Twitch's social
Right,
media
yeah,
presence.
Right,
No,
know.
it's separate, but like that's done by a whole team, and that's the problem. Is these tweets are done by a team of people, not just one person tweeting. I'm sure that this goes to like the top. Maybe the top should know not to
the
tweet
one
that.
the one guy in the room who knew was
Yeah.
just like, hey, so we're gonna do this funny meme tweet on
and the guy-
Facebook.
the
And
guy's
he's just like, okay, I guess.
The social media manager for Twitch probably got fired the next day. He's like, how was
Yeah.
I supposed to know?
Yeah.
Twitch Spain, Twitch ES, their Twitter account tweeted out F for Facebook with the V for Vendetta mask.
Yeah,
It's like,
that-
nice one.
Nice.
You know, suddenly I don't really feel like streaming today.
Yeah.
I know, man.
I have to say, I probably still will. I mean, Battlefield's out.
I really want to play Battlefield, but it like killed that desire I had
I like
to
sort
stream.
of. I might hide away one more day. Yeah, I was gonna put out a video. That's good enough.
Well,
I
the
was
sad
gonna
part is-
stream, but I feel so weird now.
I just don't feel like it. Yeah, I feel so exposed. And it's not even about like, you know, the money thing. It's just like I just feel like defiled by Twitch a
I
little
know
bit.
it's
like,
like it's a
they
complete
just let us
breach
all down.
of our trust.
Yeah,
it's gross.
It is. It's a breach of our trust. And like it's not like as far as like my earnings being out there, like it's no secret that like, you know, like people get an idea. You can do the math and like
Right.
everyone knows how much streamers make. Not everyone, but a lot of people do. You can extrapolate that based on, you know, how many subs someone has.
Yeah, you
People
can get close
show their
to-
sub count all the time. I showed my sub count. I leaked it by accident, but I showed it on stream the other day.
Oh,
And
on
you
your,
know,
on
it's
your
like whatever.
dashboard, like at the top.
Yeah. For some reason, my OBS decided to capture my other monitor on display capture, which is fine. You know, people saw my sub count, and like, you know, nobody even fucking said anything about it. But like, yeah, I mean, like, it's just different. Like having it like in writing for everyone to see outside of your community.
Exact amount. Yeah.
And the exact amount is just, it's different. And
'Cause it feels
you know,
dirty. It feels like
yeah, it's just like
Ugh.
Well, there is
like Twitch should not have
No,
had
you-
this happen. Like it's just
like,
there is
it's
a
like
problem
if I
with-
went down to your employer wherever you work and I said, "Give me the I want the data for how much this guy made yearly for the last 3 years." Just
yeah, like
hand
you
it
don't
over.
go up to your friends like that. You are my best friend. I wouldn't ask them how much they make.
right.
Like that's just
But it's
private.
worse than that. It's like you
information.
show up at work one day and a bulletin board has just like every
Every employee's earning
salary
exactly.
there, like side of the
And-
street.
Anyone in the world can see that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's a really
fucked
big
up.
billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not fucked up in a sense like I'm embarrassed or like don't look at it. It's fucked up. It just feels like a breach of privacy. It feels like a breach of trust, you know?
It is. It's a breach of
I
privacy
feel
and
like I
trust.
just
Like,
got
you
cheated
know,
on.
yeah. It makes me, you know, not super stoked to like hop on stream and do my thing today. You know, it's just like
Yeah.
kind of like weird.
With all that,
It just
like,
feels weird.
I
That's
hate-
all. It just feels weird.
I don't want to shit on like the security guys at Twitch because I've been on that end of this numerous times where we're like brought in somewhere that just had like a big ransomware attack or something. And what you usually see is their IT team, like we've been trying to get them to like go for these IT solutions for years and they refuse to because like why should I
Cost.
prepare? Why should I pay money and prepare for something that isn't happening and might not even ever happen? And then it happens, and it's like, fix it, fix it, fix it. It's like, well, you could have just mitigated it if you would have listened to us, but so I feel bad for the security guys who are just like fucked today. But it's almost always due to just like negligence from higher ups who just don't understand security. Like, why should I pay this money to secure something that might not ever get hacked, might not ever get attacked? Fuck that. It's annoying. It's sad.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
The other thing was like the stuff that was released today is like 120 something gigabytes, but they made it sound like they have more though, because they're like
Yeah,
this is
part
the
one.
first-
No.
Yep.
Part
Yeah,
one.
yeah, part
There's
one.
there has to be plenty more that's out
A
there, and
lot of the-
also a lot of the stuff's encrypted, but it will eventually probably be.
The big fear is that a lot of so right now, like what is it, October 6th today, October 6th, you probably don't have a huge threat if you're just an average Twitch user
Yeah.
of somebody having your login information, but the worry is that in the coming days or weeks somebody will have that information, and there's tools out there that all you have to do is like input a table of email password and then just let it run, and it'll tell you like
Yeah.
login worked here, login worked here, login worked here, and it'll auto run on like YouTube, Gmail, your Amazon account, your PayPal account, and it'll be like worked, didn't work, and they'll be able to like cross check all that with other sites. It's not like one dude just sitting there like typing in
Yeah,
each
exactly.
password like one at a time, right?
It's all
They have
scripts and,
tools
yeah.
that make this a lot easier, so it's like done, and then they won't specifically use that. They'll sell it for 50 cents per password, right? Per working password. Any sort of marketplace where they
Who
can
buys this?
Black
market.
evil people.
generally people from countries that don't extradite to United States, so they can just freely sit there and log into your PayPal account and then sell PayPal
Empty it.
funds for half of what they're worth. The common practice is to just hack a PayPal account, then you have to like spoof your IP to look like it's close to the originating country and state of that PayPal account, so PayPal doesn't immediately lock it. And then you sell PayPal funds on another like darknet site. You say like give me $100, I'll send you $1,000 in PayPal funds. And then they use your hacked PayPal to send $1,000, and they get $100 back in like clean funds.
Right. So essentially,
people
it's digitally washing money. That's all.
And people think that,
Yeah.
oh, I don't have anything to worry about. My information, who would want to hack me? Fuck that. It's not. It goes
It's not
far,
like that. Yeah.
it's if just your information is valuable enough that they could attempt to open a bank account with it. They could attempt to use your login information to get more details on where you live, your social security number, and use that information to completely fuck your credit. Just absolutely decimate your credit. Like you'll get a just a fucking what are they called? When you go into bad debt and you get a debt collectors, you'll get a letter from a debt collector one day that just says, "Hey, you owe us $8,000," and you're like,
Oh God,
what?
I forgot to pay an electric, like my last electric bill,
Oh, God.
like one of my old apartments. And this guy, like this one, like dude, would not stop calling me.
That's because you just
about
have to
it.
pay
Like,
him.
Just a debt collector.
You
Yeah,
pay
the energy company sold the debt to some creepy dude
Yep.
who's just like, and they just buy it back or get it back from you.
Yeah.
They incessantly annoy you until
really
you pay it.
Dude,
Yeah.
In a really sketchy, weird way. Yeah.
Yes.
They're like, "What's your social security number?" I'm like, "I'm not fucking telling you that." Like, it's so crazy.
And they'll fuck
But
you,
yeah.
dude, because they have the right to like hit your
Yeah.
credit score if you don't pay, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I had a
No, I paid it. It's just
when
stupid.
right when I got out of high school, I started selling Dogecoin on eBay. It's like 2013, 2014. I started selling Dogecoin on eBay, and for some reason, people were buying my Dogecoin for 4 times the market value on eBay. And I was like, I'm rich. I must have made like 10 grand in 1 week. And I was like, Dad, I'm rich. I'm gonna be rich. I'm a genius. The end of that week, all of it got charged back because it was all
Yep.
from stolen accounts, all from stolen PayPal accounts that the owners got their account back and went, I didn't fucking buy this stupid dog coin. And it charged back.
Yeah.
So now not only was I out like 10 grand worth of Doge at the time, but I was also out 10 grand on top of that just got charged back that I owed PayPal. And I was like, I'm not fucking paying that. It's not my fault. And I got fucking debt collectors after me. Like, you owe PayPal 10 grand and now you owe us 10 grand because we bought the
Yeah.
debt from PayPal. And I was like,
Yeah, that's
fuck
worse
off.
than my electric bill.
Yeah, you don't. It's very tough. You don't. That's why eBay is a very tough one. And selling anything that you can't like
Any
get
digital
back
good.
is very tough. Digital goods are so tough to sell on.
In the
anywhere.
end, I argued with them and got it
NFTs.
beat down to like 4 grand or something, which was kind of cool, but still a huge
It still
loss for
sucks.
a
Yeah,
young
exactly.
man.
Yeah. I've never
Well-
really been in debt other than, paying off student loans, but I've never had to really work with a debt collector. I think my school that I got the loan from, they called they were like, the debt collector's going to, we're going to sell this to a debt collector. And I was like, I'm just going to pay it off. I don't want to fucking deal with,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they were selling
The problem is
loan.
the way they contact you seems so
So
like
sketchy.
illegitimate and
I
weird.
know.
Yeah, it's really
And their
sketchy.
business
It
names,
just seems like a scam.
they always
Yeah, it's
make
like-
their business name like Revenue Services Inc. or like
Yeah, no, it's like so sketchy.
or some
Like
sketchy
every
ass
red
business
flag
name.
goes off.
And then
Yeah,
you
I'm really
search
glad-
their business,
So-
and it's like some warehouse downtown, just
Yeah.
like middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
because they
So-
don't need that. They don't need like a huge warehouse or anything good. They just whatever the fuck they can get.
Fuck these people. Let's circle back to Twitch. So,
Okay.
do we think like
Oh, sorry,
do we
Twitch.
think that like this so this is the first wave of the leak, so they say. What do you expect, Z-Chum, or I'm asking Z-Chum mostly because he knows this
He's a
stuff
little
better
he's
than
a
we
little
do.
genius boy. Yeah.
But he's a boy genius. This is well established on the show. What do you expect to see next leak or whatever?
Generally, the leaks happen once the attackers have gotten as much out of it as they can. Once
Yeah.
they've just absolutely wrung out
Yeah, they don't care
much
anymore.
cash from it as they can, their last like final cash grab is to then sell it to somebody who starts leaking it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that just
That-
like a mariachi
That's a
band going
mariachi
on?
band just hanging out in the background.
It's just a trumpet guy.
Oh,
Decky's got
There's
a
a trumpet
trumpet
man,
guy
and there's
outside.
a guy that plays a recorder that.
They
What's
hate
going
Twitch,
around?
so they're celebrating.
Yeah!
right. No, but that
Um,
that does bring up an issue that I think is actually pressing with Twitch and everything. Is people people know now that like Twitch is gonna be hit with different stuff repeatedly for the next couple of years.
I think a class action suit's coming soon. I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
much that'll affect them. I mean, Target, Equifax got hit with that class action suit. Yahoo got hit with one after all those data breaches. But it generally doesn't, I mean, Twitch makes so much fucking money. They'll take a hit and it'll hurt them a little bit. But they'll come back from it. What sucks
I'm
is
gonna
make
I'm gonna
$250
say
off
it
of
though.
it.
I'm gonna say it just because I like to spice it up. Where's Mixer? That's all I'm saying. Where's Mixer? They didn't have any data breaches. Big one
the
today.
guys at Microsoft, like,
They
fuck,
just went
why
bankrupt.
couldn't we wait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Dude,
I do think that people are going to look for other options just because they don't feel as good about Twitch. I mean, the last year,
honestly.
the last year or two, people it sucked. Like Twitch's stupid responses as well as not really
They've
doing
made a
anything.
lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
They made a lot of mistakes.
I do seriously think.
I don't know what you guys talking.
I think people will.
I bleed purple every day.
Right, I think people will look, but I do think that Bleed Purple's still gonna happen.
I used to use
It just depends.
a fitness app that got hacked. MyFitnessPal got fucking hacked a few years ago, and I was so pissed off that I uninstalled the app, and I was like, "Fuck you guys, never using this shit again."
yeah.
So I don't know.
That-
Maybe if you're just like an average Twitch user, this is enough to piss you off.
Maybe, yeah.
It would be enough to piss me off. So
Maybe
but I
the
make my
viewers
living
leave
there,
too.
So
Right,
that's what
but
I'm
maybe
talking about. I'm not talking
maybe the
about
viewers leave.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the streamers leaving. I'm talking about the viewers leaving. And the viewers are
Yeah.
what matter. Because if no one's watching you on Twitch and they're all watching you on YouTube Gaming,
Then
you're
everyone
gonna go
goes
to YouTube Gaming.
Right, then the streamers
Yeah.
are gonna go. Yeah.
That's my fear is viewers leaving because
Yeah.
they have less holding them here.
I think some will leave, but a lot will stay. I
Maybe.
think like
We'll see.
I don't know about viewers. I'm interested. Like maybe if you guys are gonna mad at Twitch, go ahead, tell us. But
they'll probably
I don't
just
see
change
that
their
being as much a
password
thing.
and
I think
forget about
YouTube
it.
will definitely try and snipe, poach some dudes as fast as they can.
Yeah.
But overall, I feel like on the surface level, I don't think there's going to be that much of a difference. That's my opinion.
I
know
think
all
you'll
these
see.
passwords-
I think you'll see a 5% market share drop at least.
Yes. Something.
That's what I think.
Twitch will hurt a little bit.
A little bit, not like crazy,
I-
but
I think right now, with what's been leaked, there won't be that much worry from viewers. But I think once that password list and email list gets decrypted or a new one gets released where it's all in plain text, I think it's gonna be a lot more fucked. I think you're gonna get a lot of viewers who start getting emails constantly saying, "Did you just log into this YouTube account? Was this you trying to log into your PayPal?" They're gonna be like, "Man, what the fuck, Twitch? Come on."
Yeah, I mean, basically, like that shit happens like all the time, though. You just gotta, make sure you change your password and all the similar passwords to that password
Yeah,
or the
people
same,
are lazy,
and put on
man.
two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
And definitely make sure your email associated with that account is not the same password, because that's how two-factor works.
That's how you get really fucked, is when the email address. And
Yeah.
that's usually the first thing attackers try. If they see your email and password,
on your.
Yeah.
why not just go straight to the email and try
That's
to
like
get
the
into
bottom. That's the bottom.
Of
Once
the-
they get your email,
That's the bottom
they
of
get
the
everything.
hierarchy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And it buys
So
them
what you do there
tons.
is get an authenticator app on your phone and put that on your email.
Yeah.
Because that is the best.
Two-factor
do that.
everything. Just literally everything.
And then your email is the highest security of everything.
Yeah.
And that's the way you do it. Good thing YouTube gaming didn't get fucking, because that's where everybody's email is. Gmail. So, that would be really bad.
I guarantee you this was just some fucking contractor outsourced his job to somebody, gave the guy the login details to get this job done. It's so fucking common that like developer jobs get outsourced. That you end up with like this team of dudes in some office somewhere in India working on it because it's just cheaper labor. That's just how it works. But you have like one guy fronting in the US as that developer, but then you get a bunch of guys across the world who are actually doing the work, and they get access to all this shit, and they just yoink it. They just take it.
Right.
Why not? So I'm not on the line. I'm just some dude. You don't even know I'm working here.
Yep.
I guarantee what happened was somebody just grabbed it because they knew they could make a quick buck, and now it's...
How do you grab source code?
Which is why I think it happened over the course of a long ass time, because they got access to like their Git repository, which is where you'll get a lot of that.
Yeah.
Because they have all their like commits too. So I'm assuming this happened over the course of like weeks where they were, which is why I feel like it must have been some sort of internal
mining.
I'm assuming it's some sort of internal thing because it does look like a long-term pull.
Yeah, just taking and stealing and
like someone was very
copying.
trusted to get this kind of information.
Right.
Like it's not just someone that they outsourced once and the guy's like,
Or-
"Yep, I'm gonna quickly
Or
click
I'm
it."
vastly underestimating Twitch's security, and somebody literally just like got like an SSH fucking login from like 20 years ago.
I could see JB, Jeff Bezos, looking at his like numbers, being like, this Twitch thing, this isn't making me that much money. Where can we save money? Oh, Mr. Bezos, we can cut the security spending on this website. He's like, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Okay. That could be it too.
Yeah. Let's put some more security on that penis rocket, and let's put the take out the security on that.
I need money for my giant penis missile. Please.
Did you see that article that was like a lot of the guys working on Bezos's fucking rocket said it was lucky that it didn't explode, just because of how like how worried about it they were. The odds of it like blowing up were like significantly higher than like a NASA or SpaceX rocket.
Well, that's the thing is like a lot of these billionaires that are going to get into this kind of stuff is like they haven't spent that long researching rockets themselves. They're just hiring people that usually got fired or left a different job and pray that they know enough to, build a rocket. But NASA's been doing it for how long with how many billions of dollars? Which they don't have much funding anymore. But...
Blue Origin employees say they would not feel safe riding the company's rocket and that it is lucky that nothing has happened. 21 Blue Origin employees in a whistleblowing open letter said they didn't feel the rockets.
So what?
were
Did they
safe.
just like cut corners on expenses just like with Twitch's security?
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess.
It's all about the profit, boys. Just Jeff Bezos doesn't make enough per day, even though he makes more per day than we could use in a lifetime. But hey, whatever.
Yeah, people are like freaking out on like, streamers like as if like they're like the 1% like billionaire like top level. Like, I mean, yeah, streamers make like probably too much money.
Well, the top 100 probably. That's a lot of money.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can make a lot on Twitch, but it's just funny. Like, people are like forgetting, I feel like, about how much like someone who like owns like just any like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, the amount that people make in other industries is like so much crazy more, and there's so many like way wealthier people. It's just
I think it's the
people
fact
are
that
just
a
like
lot
going nuts because it's playing video games, blah blah blah.
And a lot of those people watching are like, you don't deserve this for playing fucking video games.
Well, do you remember when what's his name, Bugda or whatever his name is, the one that was the Fortnite guy, was interviewed on television, and the reporter he said it was his job,
yeah.
and she was like, she was like, "That's not a job" or something like that, and he made like $3 million or something that year, and the reporter made way less than that, and she called his thing not a job, but hers is a real job. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
It's just entertainment.
Yeah.
Like it's the same as
Do- do you
being
think-
an actor or something.
Right, do you think
actors in Hollywood make so much more.
Yeah.
And they just, do a movie once a year. They work like a month
Yeah.
out of the year. And that's it. And they
Do
make
you
so
think
much
the-
more.
All
It's
the
just
actors
like
that act in like the Avengers and like all the fucking Marvel movies deserve to make millions, right?
Those are Oscar-winning
well,
actors. as
well,
each
this does
Okay.
make
top of the line.
Actually-
we're just lowly, pitiful little goblin gamers.
We're like Bollywood actors.
Well, actually, the actor thing is really good to bring up because for every actor that's making bazillion, dollars,
true.
look
Yeah,
at all
I know
the
what you're
ones
gonna
that are
say.
trying to make money and they're working, being a server at 3 different restaurants just to get by. So it's very
Yeah.
similar to streamers. There's a lot of people that make billion or millions really, and I don't know, like there's
Yeah, it's
there's,
the same
there's
type of
probably
thing. It's
500
entertainment.
more. Yeah, there's
Yeah,
500 for each
it's
one of those.
entertainment. There are successful actors,
Yeah.
right, at the top who make a lot of money, just like the people on Twitch who are at the top who make a lot of money. Then there's, everyone in between, and that's just how it is. It's entertainment. It's the entertainment industry. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's money in entertainment.
There's money in entertainment.
I just want to say
There's all this
that
money
I
in
looked up the
Twitch.
usage, and there's 9.2 million active streamers, meaning people that maybe hit the go live button a month on Twitch. So they say. I'm in the top 5,000 making money. That's right, baby.
Top
Did you find
5,000.
yourself?
All those other motherfuckers can suck my dick. But
Well, that's the thing is,
there's a reason I live in Mexico because I'm making fuck all.
if,
But
if you guys are streamers and you have more than 3 or 4 concurrent viewers or something, you're in the
You're
top
already
like
in the top 1%.
you're like in the top 1% because there's so many people that like
I think
click
it's-
go live and stream to no one.
Yeah, it's the same concept. I don't know,
So yeah,
people, us included, are very fortunate to be in the positions we're in.
Yeah.
Like, we are in these positions for one reason or another, and yeah, we earn money from it.
But you can't act like a
It's
lot of
not a
those
secret.
guys didn't work their ass off to get
no,
where
they
are.
did.
Pest-
No, they
like-
for sure worked their ass off. A lot.
no,
and that's
I
a
did
huge
too.
thing. That's a
Yeah.
huge thing. Is people don't
Yeah.
understand how many like. I'll be honest. I spent like 3 years helping different content creators and made dog shit money because it's not until you actually make it that you start feeling comfortable. You literally have to
Yeah.
grind.
That's true.
10 hours per day, 7 days a week. Right now, I still do that, but luckily, I'm happy with the amount of money I make. But before, I was making dog shit. I was making less
I
than
could
working
never-
at McDonald's.
I could
And that's
never
just what
do
it
what
is.
Pastilli fucking does, dude.
Right.
I don't have the skill. I don't have the ability
Right.
to stream the way he does, to be as entertaining as he is constantly, every day, consistently entertaining. I don't have that ability. It's a skill. It's an ability to be that
And-
entertaining, and,
And
it's
he
something
does.
I don't
He
possess.
does. He knows, and I think a lot of streamers know this too. You do not have a 30-year, 40-year window to make this money. You most likely have 10
Yeah.
years to make your money, and then you're
If
probably
that.
going to have to. Yeah, if that, and then you have to get the fuck out because you don't know what the next generation's going to be. You don't know what the next
Yeah.
3 years are going to be. You might have a Twitch data leak, and you have to get the fuck out because Twitch closes its doors.
Exactly. No one has aged into this industry. It's all very
not,
new.
Not yet, right? It's too
Not
new.
yet.
It's too new
Yeah.
for us to know. Like, if you're 60,
yeah.
what are you going to be able to make streaming? I don't know. Is there going
Yeah.
to be able to
Yep.
be a retention after 4 years of streaming? I don't know. So yeah. So it's very lucky, and Pestily knew that. He worked his ass off. He streamed so fucking much.
We all did.
And
We all
everyone
worked
did.
our ass off.
Right,
Honestly,
De-
like, look at Decky.
Decky
He's been
got there-
grinding for years,
Decky
all
got-
day, every day. Like,
Decky
Honestly,
used to fall
Decky
asleep
works
on
harder
stream.
than I do.
Yeah.
yeah, like I would go to work. I had a full-time job, and when I got home, I worked on videos every free moment I had for like 3 or 4 years, like 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and there is luck involved, sure, but like yeah, I don't know. It's just
Right.
I don't know.
And,
I don't know what I'm trying to say. But,
and streamers do make a lot of money, but for the medium-sized guys, if you guys look at their money, or the lower-sized guys and look at their money, you have to realize that first off, Amazon doesn't help us with anything, so we have to. Well, I don't make that much money off Amazon, but they don't help us, so we have to pay the government straight off the top, self-employed taxes, which is the fucking worst. And so there's like 28% or whatever, 30% off the top, whatever it is.
goddamn IRS.
The goddamn IRS takes, and then also,
And then
I don't
all
know if
those
you guys
debt
know this.
collectors I gotta pay. God.
Yeah. I don't know if people realize this, but we have to get. Well, I do.
Like we don't even have to be like defensive of the money.
True.
That we make. Like, you know, it's just like it is what it is. If you're a notable streamer, you make a lot of money.
You make a good amount, and then a lot of it goes
Yeah.
to other places. And then, other than that, you worked your ass off to get where you are. Luckily, Decky's
It's
now
just like
living in
working.
Decky's living in a mansion in Mexico, and he's just really, really loving life.
I
This
think
is just one little corner bedroom in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
People-
the
Yeah, I don't know.
closing remarks are to please enable two-factor authentication and change that password you've been using for the last 6 years. That's the same on every single site. It might not matter right now, but
Your birthday.
in the coming like weeks or month, it's probably gonna matter. So just get it. Just do it. Just do it now. Okay.
Change it.
There's still gonna be a new Gamerhole episode tomorrow that we recorded last Thursday. So we're gonna upload this today, and there's still gonna be a new episode tomorrow for Thursday.
Can I make one more closing remark? I know
Please.
I'm interrupting
Go
the
ahead.
Please
outro
do.
again. You know, like a lot of streamers on Twitch don't ask for shit. They just get on there and they stream. And like people, if they like what they're doing, they donate or whatever or sub. And that's just something I think most people who do that, they just like being like, hey, I like what you make. I'm gonna just do this
Right.
to support a little
I think
bit.
it's funny
Or-
because Hassan
It's
took
just-
so much like shit for buying that $1 million place, but it's
Yeah.
like you literally see his sub count right there in the bottom corner, and you keep subbing, and now you're upset that he has money and he's using it. I'm confused.
Well, I think it's because he's also like a political
Hassan-
commentator
yeah.
or whatever.
I think it
but
was
like,
yeah,
because
but come
so-
on.
So what? Yeah,
He
but
also lives
the,
in LA.
The dumb,
like,
What do
the
you
dumb
think?
thing is like
that's not that expensive of a house for where he's
True.
at. I mean, yeah, $2.4 million, whatever it is fucking a lot of money. But
Yeah.
and all that shit. Give me
and
a
and then
fucking break.
Pokimane gets it too, and it's like she
Yeah,
tells
so,
people
like-
how many subs you have, and she still gets
yeah,
it. Like,
it's pretty forthcoming, but like not everybody knew.
Right.
But now it's different. But like you can extrapolate how much people make most of the time. But what was I gonna say?
I think mainstream media is gonna love this though. They're gonna fucking have something to talk about for so long. Oh, it's gonna be so much. It's gonna be so juicy.
That's like another side is like seeing how like the rest of the media and
Yeah.
the rest of the world takes it.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
they're
could
gonna
lead to
love it.
some-
Like
that could lead to some
people
other
make
bullshit
this
for us.
much playing video games. Like they just don't even like get it. But yeah, it's just like I had something really good I was gonna say, but I fucking lost it. I had a really good like jabbing point.
Well,
Frick.
just everyone just assume that he said something really jabbing there.
Lost, like, all those passwords in his brain.
It wasn't that jabbing. It was the Hassan thing. So like people are mad at him because like he has some like I guess quote this is just what I've read. He has some like socialist ideals or something.
Yeah.
So like people are like he's a socialist but has so much money. Like he might be in favor of have himself paying a lot of taxes because he makes a lot of money, and that's probably all he's saying. Like, yes, he has a lot of money. Yes, he bought an expensive house. Yes, he preaches about like taxing the rich, blah blah blah, himself included. Like, what are people so mad about? Like, he's
paper's
obviously
coming out.
fine paying the taxes or more taxes than he pays. I just don't get it. Like people just don't actually like think like a lot of the time, and like it's just like I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure he'd be happy to pay more taxes. That's the point.
Good tangent.
What?
All right. Okay. I feel like Aqua just
We
like
just ended on a rant
Yeah.
about a song.
Aqua just like came created this
No,
like
that was an
straw man.
that was an offshoot. That was an offshoot thought. My main point, why I interrupted the intro, was that like
Outro.
outro. I already said it. Just end the fucking
All right.
thing. It's fine.
So let's remember that if you want to see all of the hot takes of the Gamer Hole rambles, make sure to subscribe. Thanks.
Hey, thank you for watching the Gamer Hole today. I hope you enjoyed your time in the hole with us. I know we did. If you want to support the channel even further than just watching it, which we appreciate so much, you know, because let's face it, we're not exactly, you know, we're not great conversationalists, but we try. But if you want to see some exclusive content, every week we do a special episode as well as the occasional live stream, you know, just some extra stuff. You can join the members program here on YouTube. There's a little join button down below the video there. Check it out if you want to, you know, get some extra stuff or even just support what we're doing here. Either way, we'll see you again next week, every Thursday, forever. Okay, thanks again.